Hey everybody, it's Craig Bielik here. We're out at the Owatc Job Fair. Here as host, your host with the most for a little crowd surfing. Let's go to it. Found this nice friendly guy right here who appears to be in charge. Tell him who you are.
I'm Al Arnold with A&R Staffing.
Oh, great to see you. What's going on out here?
Well, we're just trying to recruit and look for some people that may be looking for work.
That's what A&R Staffing does. Hey folks, we're crowd surfing at a job fair. Great place to be crowd surfing, I think. And who do we have here?
My name's Kimber.
Kimber. And Kimber, tell us about your job.
Right now I'm doing training at the Department of Workforce Services in Ogden, so I'm basically just helping people go back to school.
Well, that's a good job then, isn't it? Hey, here's Craig and a job fair participant. What's your name?
Sean.
Sean, all right. Sean, what are you doing out here?
Just looking for a second job, maybe some schooling.
Oh, cool. Second job then. What's your first job?
I'm a dishwasher.
Oh, you're a dishwasher?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you looking for your second one?
A medical field.
In the medical field.
Yeah.
So maybe you could wash dishes at a hospital.
Right.
Or what kind of people are you looking for?
Well, we're a large spectrum. We're trying to grow in the staffing industry into clerical and technical and this kind of, rather than just the production and warehouse that we've been doing.
Good. Yeah, you have any openings for comedians at the moment?
I might find you one, Greg, without a problem. If not, maybe you could come entertain my staff.
I think I've done that before, haven't I?
You certainly have. Yes, you have.
So what kind of jobs have you done in your life?
Well, let's see. I worked at the Olive Garden for a while, so I did a little bit of cashiering and serving. And
Did you do any of the cooking? Did you make the meatballs or anything?
no, nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
Just in my own home.
Well, what's your dream job? I mean, what would you if you could find any job here? What would you be looking for?
X-ray technician.
X-ray technician. Cool. You mean X-ray goggles? So you can see kind of. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? X-ray goggles.
That'd be great.
Do they make those?
I don't know.
I need a real job. I mean a real comedian job. Can you get one of those for me? I don't know. I want to work, say, 10 in the morning till about 11:30, and I want to earn, I don't know, a couple million a year. Is there anything on your list?
Well, tell you, Craig, turn in your resume and we see if we can help you out, okay?
I think I'll do that. Al says he's going to help me. I believe him. Thanks, Al.
You're welcome.
So tell us about the worst job you ever had.
Oh, gosh. I worked for a dentist for a little while, and that was pretty hard, I'll be honest.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Just because I was a cleaner, so I did all the sterilization of the parts that they put in people's mouths.
Oh, I get it. That's cool. That's cool. I don't believe you. Would you like to clean my mouth while I'm standing right here? Come on.
Depends on how many Oreos you've had today.
Holy moly, look at this. This is the best job fair ever. Is this the company uniform you're wearing here?
This is what I consider the company uniform, yes.
So who are you and what are you doing?
I'm Clyde, and I'm with Circulation, and I do storefront sales or shows like this. Or
For the Standard Examiner.
Standard Examiner, that's correct.
Okay, so give us your best pitch. Tell us why we should hire Sean.
I'm a good hard worker, and I'm dependable.
I think that's good. Good hard worker, dependable. Two things I am definitely not. So you got the edge over me there, Sean. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
What's your best advice for someone looking for work right now?
Right now, I would say have a strong resume and just build confidence on the skills that you know that you do have.
I think that's excellent advice. Let's see, who do we got here? What's your name?
Michael,
Michael? Is that right? You're at a job fair, Michael. How old are you?
11.
You're at 11? Are you really looking for a job?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of a job are you looking for?
10 minutes.
This is quite the custom hat there, Clyde.
Well, I've determined there's one in every Sunday paper. No instructions, but they're in there.
So you could show us how to make a hat if we needed you to?
Right, sure.
No, I mean, really, take a good look at this. I mean, he's got the feather, he's got the whole bit. Well, you realize you're at a job fair, right?
I'm at a job fair.
What do you think are the hot career fields right now?
Definitely the medical field. We've kind of seen some people doing machinist, getting their CDL, trucking, those kinds of
CDL?
things. So, yeah, the trucking license. So
Oh, a certified driver's license?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Sorry, you have to spell things out.
I know, sorry, the acronyms aren't very...
Are you a good cabinet maker?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sister says no. Well, you know, a lot of people won't hire an 11-year-old.
I know that.
So tell me the truth, are you going to lie about your age? You're going to go in there and say, I'm actually 36 years old. I just have a very young looking face.
Yeah, you can say that, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the best job you've ever had?
Well, the job I have right now is one of the best jobs I've had. I mean, I enjoy people. I enjoy, doing favors for the people, getting them started on the paper.
Why should people pay any attention to jobs.utah.gov?
Because that's where all the jobs are.
All the jobs?
Well, we have a really big job bank that you can go into if you're registered for our services on the jobs.utah.gov. Then you can just register for that, and then if you have an email address, they'll send you those job referrals that you qualify for through your email.
Okay, look right in the camera and make your best pitch to become a cabinet maker. So pretend like that camera right there is the job interviewer, and the guy is saying, "Well, Michael, why should I hire you to make my cabinets?"
I will make the cabinets.
I'll be a good cabinet maker.
I'll be a good maker.
Good cabinet maker.
Make cabinet maker.
You'll be a good cabinet maker?
Yeah.
I really trust you will. What's the worst job you've ever had? You don't even want to talk about it, do you?
Talk about that one.
You don't want to talk about it at all? Well, we'll leave you alone. I won't ask you about the worst job.
This is the gal you ought to be talking to.
You know, I think I will. Let me step behind you and I'll come right over here and talk. I actually know her name already. Well, I've been looking for a job as a rock star for quite a while. Are there any postings?
Well, depends on what your musical ability is.
Well, I have about zero music ability, but that has never slowed me down in my dream to become a rock star.
Me neither, but I would say if you're going to do that, either go to Nashville or Seattle.
Nashville or Seattle. Thank you, Kimberly. Thanks for the tip.
Thanks.
You heard it, folks. Nashville or Seattle if you want to be a rock star. Don't come to Ogden, Utah. There's not many openings.
No.
Well, Michael, good luck on your job quest. I mean, and make sure that you tell people that you're a little older, because again, people don't hire 11-year-olds.
Okay.
Okay. I've got Carrie here with me at the job fair in the Standard Examiner booth. Carrie, what's going on?
Just promoting our mobile, print, online, and mobile. We now have ads available on our mobile directory.
Okay, so this is your job.
This is my job.
And what is your job title?
I'm the telephone inside classified manager.
Okay, that's a long title.
Yes.
Crowd surfing at the job fair at the OWATC, just like the badge says. And right here we have Rhonda, just like the badge says. Rhonda, tell everybody what's up.
Well, we're here at our 2009 career fair. This is our probably fourth year in doing this, and we've got a record turnout today. In past years, we've had record numbers of employers, and the economy's changed some, and so this year we've got a record number of job seekers.
Now who are you?
Brittany.
And Brittany, you're at a job fair. What are you doing here?
Only getting candy.
They have candy at the job fair?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go get some candy. So what is the worst job Carrie has ever had?
I really haven't had that bad of jobs. I worked at the Standard Examiner almost my whole life.
Oh, really? I picked cherries when I was like 16 years old. Did you ever do that?
No, I didn't.
That's a pretty bad job.
I bet.
You know why? Because you end up eating a lot of cherries. Like you spend like 9 hours a day eating cherries. You ever ate cherries for 9 hours a day?
No.
Do you know what happens after you eat cherries for 9 hours a day?
Spend 9 hours in the bathroom?
So what do you think are the hot job fields right now?
IT is really hot.
IT?
Anything you
It's
want.
hot, man. It's hot. No matter it is hot. No, IT is
Information technology.
information technology. Okay.
And the college just got a great new grant to help students get training, help them get scholarships for information technology jobs. So if this is something that might interest anybody you know.
Oh, it interests me. I'm very, very slow at the IT stuff. You know, the place where you put your disk in on your computer? I thought that was a cup holder. I was always putting my coffee in there. I don't know. Can you guys train people like me?
No, I could train even you, Craig. Even you.
Hey, Eddie. I already know your name. Your name's Eddie, isn't it? Oh, yeah. What kind of job are you looking for, Eddie?
Four-wheeler mechanic?
Four-wheel mechanic.
Four-wheeler mechanic?
Yeah.
That is a really good job. Let me see your hands. Put them up there. Oh, those aren't dirty enough to be mechanic hands. You got to have grease all over them.
Okay.
Can you go get some grease and put them all over it so you look like a mechanic?
Yeah.
Good luck to you, Eddie. You got anything you want to say out there to everybody about the Standard Examiner?
Go to UtahJobFinder.com and it matches your resumes.
Go to UtahJobFinder.com. It matches your resume. Matches it with what?
Any jobs that you're qualified for.
Any job that you're qualified for, like cherry picking. What sort of advice do you have for someone looking for a job right now in March 2009?
I would say to ask employers what kinds of skills they're looking for. Keep persistent, keep positive, but if you're finding that you're not getting calls back, maybe it's a time to brush up on your skills, maybe some computer skills, maybe some interviewing skills, maybe get into a new line of work. It's great.
It all makes sense. Hey, it's crowd surfing out here at the OWATC job fair, and I've actually found two people sitting down at this moment. I mean, everybody else is like walking around, milling, and you guys are sitting down. What's going on, Keith?
Well, we're here on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, the UBED, what we call Utah Business Employee Team, for spreading information about hiring persons with disabilities.
I found a couple of nice young men here at the job fair looking for work, and they're going to tell us all about it. First off, who do we have?
Ben.
And?
Kyle.
And?
Justin.
And what are you looking for, Justin?
I'm actually looking behind me at the police force.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
You want to be a cop?
Yes.
So, are there any openings for Rockstar here?
Rockstar.
That's what I'm looking for. I mean, that's what I'd like to be doing at this moment.
Well, Craig, I got to tell you, don't give up your day job.
That's what everybody says, except for the people I work with at my day job. They all want me to give it up, like right away, as quickly as possible. Thanks, Rhonda. You've been a load of information. That is a very good thing to be doing out here. And you've got your faithful sidekick over here, Sally Carter. And Sally, what are you actually doing, Sally?
We are handing out information about UBET and telling people that, you know, it might be smart, it might be wise to hire somebody with a disability, and it's not that hard to do, and it's something you're going to get probably the best employee you'll ever have.
I totally agree. That is pretty good work, exciting work.
Oh, yes. I actually want to be a cop for a few years and join the SWAT team.
Yeah, baby. You get to play with all kinds of fun stuff there, guns and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
We're continuing our crowd surfing quest at the OWATC job fair. Pretty crowded today.
Very crowded today.
Who do we have here?
I'm Elsa Zweifel, marketing manager for the college.
And?
I'm Gina Heiner from the Department of Workforce Services.
Cool. I've been asking people about the worst job they ever had. Okay, and so think back into your employment history, and I know you guys have probably had many, many jobs because you're both old. I mean seasoned. Okay, experienced. I think experienced is probably the better. So you both have had job experience. What about you? What are you looking for?
Currently, I'm in the ATC electrical program, and I'm hoping to get my residential wiring license.
Oh, that's a good deal. You're going to be an electrician.
Yeah.
People need electricians.
Definitely.
Okay, guys, so here's the big question I've been asking people while we're here. Think back to your employment history. What's the worst job you ever had, Elsa?
The worst job was a cosmetologist.
Really? I mean, that's what a lot of people want to do. Why would that be a bad job?
I know you get these really picky women, you know, and they either their hair's too curly, too straight.
Worst job, Keith.
Well, one summer I was an apprentice in Los Angeles where I grew up for a plumber. And my worst job was being in a trench freeing up a cesspool that we didn't know was going to break loose.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not, unfortunately.
How many baths did you take that day?
Well, I took probably around 5 showers in a hot tub.
So what do you know about electricity? You probably know everything about electricity. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the electrical quiz, the extent of Craig's knowledge here, okay? True or false? It's okay to stick tweezers in the light socket.
False.
It's the wrong color, it's too short, it's too long.
However, it's a perfect profession for some students.
Yes, it is a perfect. And yes, and we always have a waiting list for cosmetology because everybody wants to do hair.
I want to know what you have against picky women. I've never met any other variety.
I'm one.
My worst job story cannot beat that. Sally, what do you think? What's your worst job?
Well, that's a hard one. I used to work at an amusement park. It was about 100 degrees with 98% humidity, and I ironed on decals on T-shirts for an entire summer.
You're kidding me. So, you put on those, Foxy Lady?
That's the ones. Yeah,
the old iron-ons.
But I also wrote obituaries for a newspaper.
True or false? Electricity is your friend.
Nope.
Well.
Sort of, but in a sense, if you play with it wrong, you can kill yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be careful doing that kind of stuff. That's why we have people like you doing electrical, not people like me. What sort of a job do you think would be good for Craig? I mean, if you were going to put me in a job, I mean, you guys know me a little bit. You know my skill level. I'm thinking that I would actually make a pretty good mannequin. I mean, that's kind of Craig's good sort of style. I mean, look, this is kind of pretty much Craig. No head, No arms or legs, not really able to do much of anything, but just kind of hang there. What do you think?
Well, let's see ya. Stand up there.
I mean, I hate to ask this, but have you written your own? I mean, you got some experience.
No, but when I stopped working at the newspaper, they wrote one for me as a retirement gift.
Oh, wow. What's the weirdest thing you ever saw in an obituary? What's the weirdest thing you ever wrote in an obituary?
Well, I saw one here, a picture of a guy with his horse.
What are you looking for, Ben?
I'm just looking for, like, police stuff, too.
You're tall enough to be a police officer. How tall are you?
6'4".
6'4". That's, because when you're a police officer, you have to act with authority and stuff, right? Yeah. So, okay, you know what? Look at that camera. Pretend like that guy is shoplifting. Tell him to knock it off and do the police officer voice, okay?
Knock it off.
You know, it has to be something a little more appealing, don't you think?
Yeah, it's not you, Craig, because you are all about the speaking.
That's true. I tend to talk too much, Well, what's your dream job, Gina?
My dream job would be to have my own talk show.
Have your own talk show?
Yeah.
This is a complete, perfect chance for you because you got the camera.
That's right.
I tell you what, I'll be your guest on your talk show, and you welcome me out and interview me. Okay? It's the Gina show.
The Gina show.
Okay. Oh, well, it was the horse that died.
No, it was the guy that died, but they insisted that the picture be with his horse.
Were they burying both? Only burying him or the
have
horse,
no
too?
idea.
Haven't you ever heard the term "and the horse you rode into town on"?
That could be.
Come on, Ben. Let's put it in. Yes. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay. The guy that's holding that camera is shoplifting right now. You are the police officer. What are you going to say?
Excuse me, sir, what is you doing? And then whatever his response is, if I know he's shoplifting, I'm going to be like, I would like you to please step over here. And from there, we'll take it from there, I guess.
I feel guilty. I feel like I've done something. He said that with such authority. I feel like I'm under arrest right now.
The first thing I'm going to ask my guest of the day, Craig Bielik from Ogden Regional Hospital, is what's your favorite recipe?
Oh, my favorite recipe? Oh, Gina. Well, Gina, my favorite recipe is probably 7-layer dip. I think that nothing beats that. It goes with everything. What would you like to leave our folks with today? If you have like 5 seconds and you can look into that camera and make a pitch, what does Sally want to say?
I want to say consider hiring someone with a disability. I think you'll be very glad, you'll be very happy, and you will help the community.
Okay, so let's see. We got to get back over here to the electrician. So pretend like this guy is going to wire a lamp in his house, okay? And give him the electrician spiel. Tell him 2 or 3 things he needs to do or not do.
First off, you need to make sure your power's off. Well, it depends on what lamp you're doing. It depends whether you're doing like a recessed ceiling lamp, fan, decorative ceiling lamp. So it depends.
Do you remember the first date you were on that you shared 7-layer dip?
I actually have never been on a date, Gina, but if I ever get the chance, I will take 7-layer dip because nothing impresses a girl like 7-layer dip. Keith?
Well, I think hiring qualified people with disabilities is a critical issue to help those people with disabilities who seek an education and are dedicated employees in terms of needing the job and being able to develop skills.
Very, very eloquently said. You could have your own whole show. It could be like the electrical hour. In fact, you know what? Say that. Let's pretend. Say it's the electrical hour with. Okay, like you're introducing yourself at a show. You ready? Go ahead.
It's Electrical Hour with your host Kyle Neef.
Cool. Quite good. Thank you guys. Glad to see you all over again. Good luck with it all.
I'm going to take it a step further. Tell me about your dream.
No, I don't think so, Gina.
Your dream date.
My dream date? I'd have to say that it would be March 14th because it's not too warm and it's not too cold. She's seen the movie also.
I know.
Craig here at the Owatc Job Fair. We're crowd surfing. We're finding out what people are looking for out here at the job fair. Who do we have here?
Matt Bauer from Bellevue, Washington.
And Matt, just like the jacket says, Matt from Washington. Matt, what are you looking for?
I'm actually looking for a career in the Navy today.
Oh, you are? Really? Really? What would be the cool thing in the Navy to do?
Combat aviation.
Yeah. Can you forgive me for the old comment?
Yeah, if I knew the dirtiest job you ever did.
I was just telling somebody that I think the worst job I ever had was picking cherries. Did you ever do that? Did you grow up in this area?
No.
Well, this northern Utah area used to be full of fruit orchards, and the only job you could get when you were like 12 or 13 years old was picking fruit. So I picked cherries. The worst part about it was, as I've said again, was that you tend to eat cherries for like 9.5 hours straight. I hope that someday in the Navy fleet there's the USS Matt. How am I doing? I mean, you're doing great as a host, but I'm kind of, the pitch.
Are you
as
a little
guest.
nervous?
Oh, absolutely. I'm on the Gina show.
If I would have given you a little more time, would you have changed your attire?
Sally, is your mind going where where I think it's going? Okay, Keith, do you remember that cesspool story?
Yes, I do. I'm glad I wasn't at the foot of the ladder helping you.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty bad job. We got, I think, about 9 cents a bucket or something like that.
Well, you were.
I mean, of what we picked.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to know what were you being overpaid for.
Well, thank you very much, and again, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Who you got here?
Indy Bloodstein from Mequon, Wisconsin.
Is that right? And what are you looking for, buddy?
I'm just looking around.
Just looking for a job. How old are you?
13.
You're 13, so you're kind of not ready to work just yet.
No.
Is there something wrong with it?
No, but I'd like to bring the fashion point to my attire.
Oh.
Today I've amended a normal t-shirt with just a little bling bling. So in next week's episode, we'll talk about how to enhance your wardrobe.
Hey, folks, I'm just going to hand the mic to Gina because obviously I'm no good at this anymore. Thank you very much. Hey, folks, Craig Bielik out here closing out the job fair at the OWATC for crowd surfing. Thanks for coming along. Hope you had a chance to learn some stuff. I know I did. See you next time.